An Italian supercar builder goes bargain basement, Ferrari gets blue, and there's a Mercedes CL that needs your help. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. You're checking out Fastlane Daily. Where my hose at? Tom Singer, where my hose at? Where my hose at? Let's go, everybody. Where my hose at?
Derek.
Where my hose at?
It's right here.
Thanks. You say the $2 million Pagani Zonda R is out of your range? Well, fear not. The maker of Mercedes-powered Italian supercars has a bargain edition of its street-legal race car. It's the Pagani Zonda Cinque. That means 5 in Italian. And the Zonda 5 has nearly all the performance of a Zonda R. That is a 7.3-liter V12 producing 750 horsepower. Zonda says the Cinque can get from 0 to 124 miles per hour in just 9.8 seconds. And it'll do it for the low, low price of 1.2 mil. But act now. Zonda says only 5 units of the Zonda 5 will be built. And it's been more than a week since Ferrari revealed its new California. That's the company's long-awaited GT model. But this week, Ferrari showed off new renderings of its California with the top up. The images depict the GT in traditional Azzurro blue, the blue shade introduced on the original Ferrari California of the early 1960s. Ferrari says the California's unique aerodynamic profile provides 154 pounds of downforce at 124 miles or 200 kilometers per hour. Still no word on price, but we'll get our first up-close look at the Ferrari California at the Paris Auto Show later on this year. And if you like your wheels to come in odd numbers, check out this 3-wheeler prototype from Twisted Trikes. Its builders call it the Udo for unidentified driving object. The rear drivetrain comes from a Honda CBR motorcycle. The frame is custom made and the body panels are molded from Kevlar and carbon fiber. The Udo also has a 6-speed sequential transmission and a 6-point harness. That means the only thing standing between you and a track day outing in the Udo is a production model. No word yet on when we might see one for sale. We're betting this guy will be first in line. Maybe. Next up, what's next for the Porsche Boxster? And is there such thing as Mercedes CL class abuse? That's in the internet rumor mill right after this. Hey Ian, you need a pen?
We generated so much air force and downforce that it burnt the paint on the edge of the spoiler.
Wow,
it made
really?
like a pinstripe. It was really wild.
That's crazy.
Garage419.com. Be there.
You know what time it is? Because I do. It's Commenter of the Week time!
Commenter of the Week! Comment our show, yeah! Commenter of the Week! Comments!
Yes. This week's Comment of the Week comes from Uncle Craig, who wrote, "What the f*** is a stig? Sounds like something you use to fight off bypass surgery. Instead of finding out who he is, why not find out how he got that ridiculous nickname?" Well, Uncle Craig, the stig comes from a great show called Top Gear. And if you haven't ever seen that or don't know what that is, you need to take your head out of your ass. Thanks. Keep those comments flowing, because we read them all. Love it or hate it, the Porsche Boxster is a moneymaker for the boys from Stuttgart. Now the UK's Car Magazine says a few changes to the mid-engine Roadster are in the works. You may not be able to tell from the outside, but the next Boxster is expected to get more power. That by way of a new direct injection 6 producing around 310 horsepower in the Boxster S. Car also says updates will include new LED tail lamps and an all-new hard drive entertainment and nav system. Expect the new Boxster to debut at the 2009 Geneva Auto Show ahead of a complete redesign for the 2012 model year. And finally, what happens when you wrap a Mercedes CL in chrome and fiberglass? That depends on who's doing the wrapping. We're not talking about 50 Cent. This flashy CL is the product of Lithuanian car customizers AG Excalibur. Put in some serious hours behind a belt sander to come up with this Mercedes show car. The CL also has 30-inch chrome wheels in front and 40 inches in the rear. It's also been littered with Swarovski crystal, including a 25-centimeter crystal just for the shift knob. No word on which Eastern European gangster will rock an AG Excalibur's creation, but we're betting it'll be brutal Russian underworld figure. Oops, probably shouldn't have said that. Well, that wraps up Fastlane Daily for today. If you need us, we'll be in New Zealand. Yeah, right? New Zealand. Have a good weekend. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.